went to Old Dominion University. It's in Norfolk, Virginia. Played there for 4 years, and since then been playing pro. And yeah, my best ranking is like 440 or something. That's what it is right now. So.
Hi, my name's Wesley.
Yeah.
I've been playing pro for about 7 years. Best ranking was 200, and I'm currently ranked 378 right now. That's all I really have to say.
At what age did you start playing professionally? At what age did you start playing professionally?
I was 18.
And who was the first to teach you?
My dad. Yeah, well, I got to number 1 in the world in juniors. Won Junior Wimbledon. Last year in the summer, I beat Merwed, Saffin, and Mark Philippoussis.
Wow.
I have nothing like that. I'm Justin DIAO Natale. Thanks for coming out. It's really nice to see everyone here. I think I speak for everyone who plays in these tournaments when I say that it's much nicer to play in front of people who like tennis. It's just, thanks for coming. I went to Brown University. I graduated in 2005. I've been playing professionally for about 6 months now. I took some time off after I graduated, about 5 years, because it's really hard to play professional tennis. It's every week the majority of the players lose, and there's only one winner. So tennis is more about how you deal with losing more than trying to win. It's how you come back from the losses, and that's why I still play. I love the challenge of it. So keep playing if you play, and if not, good luck in whatever it is you do.
My name is GONZALEZ. I'm originally from Harlingen, Texas. I graduated from the Cardinal campus in '98, and I had a few injuries through high school. I started playing tennis kind of late when I was 12 years old, and had a few people who began to take me to tournaments because financially it's always difficult to get started and get going. And had people take me there, and my highest ranking I was number 1 in Texas and champs for quite a few years. I had injuries and actually got into supers when I was 16, and then after that I didn't get to play any more tennis. I was too injured. I torn cartilage in both my knees and my rotator cuff, and through all those challenges I did try to stay fit and other things. I couldn't play tennis, but through that time I went to school at Sam Houston State University in Huntsville, Texas. I didn't graduate from there, but I got to go there, and then through a series of events I got to meet my wonderful wife, who's out here in the crowd right now. Her name is Jennifer, and we're actually expecting our first child. We're going for our first. And so our story is a little different. Most of these guys here, they're single. There's I think there's only one other couple I've met all year on the pro circuit who's married, and he doesn't travel with his wife. But my wife and I, we traveled all year. We actually got a motor home last year, 2006, and this guy right here, Johnny Valenti, he inspired us. He actually travels in his bus, and quite a few people know him. He's an inspiration to all. He's been fighting really hard. He's got a great testimony as well. But we're just out here. We want to inspire everyone who's here to just keep pressing in. Whatever your goals are, if you're in tennis, like Justin said, you got to fight every day. I mean, and like he said, it's all about recovering from your losses. There's only going to be one guy who's going to win the whole tournament, so everybody's got to deal with losses. So we just want to encourage everybody here, and in a minute we'll open it up for questions. Here's Johnny Blaze.
John Valenti, live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm originally from upstate New York. Kind of like Brownsville. I've been here 5 out of 6 years, so almost every time you've done. Probably had one of my best most wins actually on this court. I beat the #1 player from Mexico, Miguel Bars or something. It was in a doubles, but it's still a good win for me. I enjoy competing and playing every day. That's probably why I'm out here. I did have a full scholarship to University of North Carolina in Charlotte. And I met a lot of great people in doing this. And as I said, I have do it a little different than everybody else. I have a mini school bus. It's fun, and I would say that every day is an adventure for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And anybody, a question, just step down here and we'll ask the question.
She's just gonna scream it.
Does anybody here like prefer to play singles or doubles? Like,
which one? You gotta name one person first.
The first one.
No, doubles is always fun, and doubles is always fun. It's a way to develop new skills and a lot of times different friendships as well. I know I've played with quite a few guys and developed quite a few friendships over the years with those guys, and yeah, it's either that or practice. So I guess doubles is always better.
in the whole matches, which one was the hardest one to win? Everyone. Excuse me, the one in the black cap. I forgot his name.
Black cap.
Wesley.
What's the question?
The question is, out of all the matches,
What was your toughest match?
yes, thank you.
There you go.
My toughest match was playing James Blake last year. I lost after like 3 hours, 6-4 in the third. That's been my toughest. But I have every week is a tough match. There's so many good players, and you know, it's really hard. There's so many. You can't really pick one out of the lot. There's so many, but that one was really tough for me because I felt like I played some of my best tennis, and he just played better than me on the day. And yeah, I mean, there's just so many good guys every week you go. You know, the guys here are superb tennis players, and you got someone like Alex, who's, I mean, the ranking that he's at now, he's definitely not a 300 in the world player. He's definitely way better than that. I'm sure he's on his way back. As some of the younger guys like IZAK and that, you know, he's 400, but he's on his way, and Justin next to me here. So I guess every week you're always having your challenges every week. There's no really one particular match that you can always point out. I mean, you have your favorites, but that's about it.
Get up, Chris.
Well, that's a good question for this guy right there.
No, I want to ask.
What's the question?
Justin. What was it?
I did some real estate development in 2000. I made it. It was a financial decision, just because unless you're in the top, I'd say 400, 300 in the world, maybe, you don't put a whole lot in the bank. So I had to make that decision right around 2000, and made some money, enough to put myself on tour without the pressure of having to win every weekend. It makes it a lot more enjoyable for me personally.
How many hours of practice do you do like every day?
There's off court, you know, I'll wake up and before I do anything, I'll run like 2 miles and then stretch and do sit-ups and stuff, and then I'll brush my teeth. Start, you know, and then I'll play like for like 2 hours and then stop. maybe play another 2 hours. So, you know, 3 or 4, you know, plus lifting weights and stuff like that. But I enjoy doing it, and it's part of my game because I'm not really hitting the ball by anybody, so I have to run a lot. Thank you.
What did you major in Brown?
What kind of question is that? Brown doesn't have a core curriculum, so you can go there and just, if you're good at math, you can take all math courses and not take one other course. It's unique like that. And also, you can take everything pass-fail. So if you're Spanish, you can take all Spanish courses, take nothing pass-fail, take everything pass-fail, and graduate in 4 years. I graduated in 5 years. I majored in business and computer science.
I think they're probably all self-sponsored, right?
That's a really good question.
Mine too.
I was born, my father played professional tennis. Well, back then it was, he lived, well, it was during the time of Soviet Union, so he couldn't really travel that much except for around Europe, and he was actually pretty good. He was second behind Bjorn Borg his whole junior career and half of his pro career, and then he got injured and then just went to coaching at around 27, 26 years old. And and my mom she wasn't a tennis player, but she was a shooter, like one of those straight pills, you know, target to see how. So I don't know, that's a sport, and I don't know.
Who do you guys practice with?
Go for Ben.
That one.
That one. No, not that one. That one. That's nice.
Oh, we just pretty much practice with. I practice with my doubles partner, and then also, you know, just we pretty much know all the people at the tournament, and you just every day get somebody different. Or if you like to practice with somebody, you just stick with that person, and you know, we just mix it up and see who wants to practice and try and organize a practice. So that's, you know, all the guys at the tournament you kind of practice with.
What happens if you're playing against one of your friends? Like, do they get upset if you beat them? Like, can you resolve those friendships?
I mean, all the times I've played against people I really know well, it's been fun. You know, like you just go into the court as if it's just another match, and you just play it as an opponent. You know, I mean, you're definitely not trying to cheat your, you know, friend and stuff. You know, and so you try and keep it nice and you know, civilized out there, and then, you know, hopefully you're still friends after the match.
Oh, me. Round for Ben. For Ben? Yeah. What motivates you, you know, while you're losing? Like, is there anything that goes on in your head? I would say, like, anything like religious or disbelief or spiritual or anything.
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, what actually motivates me a whole lot is my wife and I, we were actually missionaries before I started doing this professional tennis thing. She was a missionary in Rio Bravo, and we both met volunteering for Young Life. Most of you in high school or in junior high, you've heard of Young Life. It's a Christian youth organization. So it's kind of a two-part deal. We travel, and actually I've been challenged to ask my opponent. It's very humbling, but I have to ask my opponent if I can pray for them before I play them. It's a pretty humbling experience, and it really challenges me in the way I call the lines, in the way I behave. You know, if I'm trying to display my faith in being a Christian and living for the Lord, and my opponent hears me cussing, or they see me cheating them, or even off the court, they see the way I behave, then you know, I lose my witness. There's no weight behind the things I say or what I try and do. So that's what really motivates me. And actually, I really love tennis. I have a lot of passion for it, and I have a wife who really supports me a whole lot, and that's a big inspiration.
Johnny Valenti?
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen you play. How do you keep patience?
I would have to say, and a lot of people or a lot of players would agree with me that is probably the hardest part of the game, is mentally being patient and not getting upset. And sometimes it definitely gets the best of me. That I've been very upset and been pretty much unable to play and just basically lose the match because of that. So that's a hard part of it. How do I keep from doing that? I don't know. And I have to learn it. So you just gotta kind of just think that, you know, the match is kind of like a roller coaster. There's ups and downs and ups and downs, and just kind of, you know, shut your mouth and play through it. That's about it.
Are you intimidated when you're playing a high-ranked player? Justin? He looks like Superman, man. Superman.
I get the question. Well, when you start off, everyone's higher ranked than you, I guess. But yes.
By who?
Yes. I think ranking is sort of subjective. It's mostly on the day. You can catch a higher ranked person on a bad day, or you can catch a lower ranked person on a good day. It doesn't. It's mostly you and the ball, and I guess the opponent. But ranking is sort of something that it doesn't really. It's something off the court. It's not on the court. You have to prove it every day. So I think the answer to your question is yes, but you try not to focus on it.
Any more questions?